Hey, this is Oscar the Bird. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the channel. Today we're in northern Minnesota and we're going to be heading up the Gunflint Trail to explore some lakes and sleep at Flour Lake Campground. Join us along today as we do some canoeing and fishing and checking out downtown and Grand Marais. Hope you enjoy. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but there's like hundreds of mosquitoes on the dashboard. Well, we're all packed up, ready to go. We spent the night at Sawbill Lake in the Boundary Waters area of Minnesota, northern Minnesota. This was just a stopping point for us tonight, or last night. We're heading up to Flour Lake Campground on the Gunflint Trail. And on the way there, we're gonna stop at Grand Marais. I love that place. There's this little mom and pop shop restaurant where they sell really good fried fish. And it's usually fresh catch of the day. So we're about 20 miles out from Grand Marais. We stopped at Lutsen at Fika Coffee. It's a little coffee shop that we've stopped at before. They got really good coffee. I got my fix for ice mocha. I always get ice mochas while I'm on the road. 12 o'clock. It's noon, lunchtime. So we're gonna snag some fish. Look at all these cars here though. Alright, we found a spot to park right in front of the little fish shop. Left the boys in the truck so they can rest. It's pretty chilly here. It's like 55 degrees. But after we get lunch, we're gonna walk around town with the boys. They don't allow dogs in here, unfortunately. Oh, that's like the one we saw. Always busy, always on the phone. So she got the whitefish and I got the herring. It was fresh caught here off Lake Superior.
Pero así con la comida las meten.
Alright, we just got done eating fish fry. They're at the I forget the name already, Fisherman's Daughter spot. Bellies are full. We're gonna go walk around downtown Grand Marais. Spend some time. We've been here a couple times already, but we haven't fully explored the town yet, so we kind of want to spend a little bit more time than we have in the past. And Kaiser's whining because he can smell the chicken strips. We just got him. He's got a really good nose. I'm gonna see if Tito will eat some chicken strips and we can give him his pill. We gotta sneak that pill into his food and hopefully he'll eat. He has a heart condition, like chronic congestive heart failure. So it's a progressive disease. That will eventually be his demise, unfortunately. But he's still with us today, kicking and breathing. So that's Lake Superior. We're at the end of the road in Grand Marais, the downtown road. Kaiser, such a goddamn troublemaker. It's so cold up here and windy because we're right next to the lake. We just at the World's Best Donuts. Almost got some donuts. That's just the name of the place. I don't really know if they're that good. Let's see the goods.
I got the world's best donut.
Supposedly.
I got a bacon maple donut.
Oh, bacon maple donut.
Long John. And just a chestnut donut with chocolate frosting.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's skedaddle down to the other side because this is pretty cold here. right. Let's roll. Come on, Tito. He's not feeling too good. Gotta carry Mr. Tito's. He's a little slow. This is a little corner area in Grand Marais, right next to the, I think you call it a small bay or something, I don't know. So we started driving up the Gunflint Trail, which is a road that goes from Grand Marais to the terminus point, which is at I think it's called Senegal Lake or Seagull Lake, I can't remember. But we made a little pit stop. We're at Swamper Lake. Pulled over because it looks real pretty. It's real scenic. There's a lot of like swampy bog areas around here, but it's not like it's different than what you might expect. Like when you hear the word swamp, if you think of like alligators and dark muddy water and stuff like that, this is not the type of swamp terrain that exists up in this area of northern Minnesota. It's different. It's hard to describe. I'll try to see if I can capture more video of this type of terrain. But right now, I'm trying to make my way here without, I just got regular shoes and I don't really want to get my feet all wet. I'm trying to see how close I can get to the water edge. I'd say the only thing I don't like about this lake, which is actually probably a positive thing about it, but it's right next to a road, so you get a lot of road noise. I don't really like that type of stuff when I'm out on lakes and in the woods. I want to have like nice peace and quiet and privacy. But the nice thing is you can just pull up. There's our truck. I don't really see a entry point or like a landing per se for dropping the canoe in. But I don't think we're gonna dump the canoe in this spot. I initially thought about it, but it just looks like too much of a hassle to get the canoe all the way in. Oh, here's a little path. I didn't see this. So I guess if we really wanted to, could put the canoe right here. And give fishing a try at this spot, just for a few minutes, just to get the line wet. We'll see. Oh, it's got to be a rock. Yeah. Like no way, there's a frickin' bite already. Must be a little shallow area. It's hard to tell because the water's pretty dark. Let's see if I can fly the drone here in a couple minutes. It'd be kind of cool to get some aerial shots. So this is Flour Lake. We've arrived at the campground. So this is Flour Lake Campground, and our campsite number 26 has a little trail that takes you down to Flour Lake. And it's spelled flour like flour used for baking, F-L-O-U-R. They come up with real interesting names for all these lakes. It's like, where do you get these names from? The water is pretty clear. Pretty windy out, so I don't know if I want to take the canoe off the truck just yet. There's two loons. I don't know if this will show up on the video. They're pretty far Well, they might show up. I don't know. I'm gonna give a couple casts around here and see if anything bites. It's really quiet. There's definitely other people. You know, it's a holiday weekend, but compared to Flour Lake Campground, this is definitely way quieter. The campsite itself has a really long driveway, which is nice because it's private. It gives you a sense of privacy. But the bathrooms here suck. Just so dirty. Flies everywhere and crap. So this is nice. I like the quietness, the seclusion. Tito's not feeling too well. He's really tired. He hasn't been taking his medicine. I don't really know what's wrong. I'm starting to get concerned, and if that continues, I might have to cut my trip short. This is only day 2. It's supposed to be a 5-day trip, but if he's not doing well, well, we gotta call it a day then. It really sucks. Not so much canceling the trip, but that my dog's sick. I really hate seeing him in pain. But he's really old. He's gone through surgeries, and now he has like a chronic heart failure disease type thing, and just trying to make memories with the little guy. Up to our truck.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they were trying to steal it themselves.
So this is Bearskin Lake. It's just a couple miles of Flour Lake where we're staying at. This is really pretty. It's a big, long lake. How's the water look? Oh, it looks really clear. Well, we're itching to get on the water. I think we're going to try to get on Flour Lake where we're staying at. It'll just be easier. It's a smaller lake too, so it should be easier to navigate. And on the lake we're staying at, there's like no homes built around the lake. On this one you can kind of see, it's hard to see, but there's like boats and docks all around the edge there and all along this edge. So there's private houses and stuff, and I'm not really a big fan on being on lakes with stuff like that. Not that, like, I mean, you can still get on, it's a public lake area, but I don't know, it takes away from the serene of the lake, you know. I like being on bodies of water. They're just all natural and have nothing on there but trees and lakes and the lake water. It looks really cool. Do a little bit of fishing. See if we can hook into some bass or walleye. There's a lot of little islands. We left the dogs in the truck. They're tired and they don't let us concentrate and focus and fish. So they're just resting up a little bit. And we're gonna do some relaxing. So quiet. Nobody out here. Just the birds. Water looks great. Freaking cold. So we're still on Flour Lake. No luck. No fish have been biting. Came over to this side of the lake, close to shore. See if we can fish around here. We're pretty close to the edge there, and it looks pretty deep. It's pretty dark. So maybe it's a little steep drop off here. I don't think the camera picks it up, but there's like really dark green pine trees, and then behind them there's like really light green, I think birch or aspen, I'm not sure. I'd have to get closer and look. But it's really cool to see the contrasting colors. Alright, so we're getting off Flour Lake for now. We're gonna go make dinner. Alma went to go get the truck and go see how the boys are doing. So you're gonna take the truck and pull it around to the campsite. And I've canoed the boat from the landing back around to where the trail, or I guess where this area has like a little trail that leads up to the campsite that we're staying at. And we're going to just park the canoe here in this spot. That way we don't have to keep loading it and unloading it, since we're gonna probably go back on the lake either later today for a sunset or tomorrow morning. We're here for a couple more nights, so might as well just leave it here and kind of take advantage of not having to pack it and unpack it, or load it and unload it from the truck. So I'm gonna try to get out of here without getting my shoes wet, and then on the next time I'm gonna put on my bedrock sandals so I don't have to worry about getting wet. There's a speedster going down there. Looks like they know the lake pretty well, so I'm gonna keep an eye on them and see where they're fishing at and try fishing there. We're back at the campsite. We're getting stuff ready for tonight. Okay, just going in his little tent. We're gonna do dinner, and then I think the plan is I'm gonna take the canoe solo out into a little island and see if I can catch a glimpse of, or a video of the sunset, and maybe I'll fly my drone. Hey Tito. Tito's feeling a little better. I think he just had stomach pains. And Kaiser's roaming around, getting stuff ready for tonight, getting camp all set up. Did have to level the truck. It was off by about 2 degrees on the left side here. It was a long ass driveway and I had to reverse in it. Not too bad, but it was just had to take it a little slow. So there's our setup for tonight. Turn the get that going. Be nice if the lake was right there and just wake up, open the window and see the lake. And we're gonna make fajitas or something.
No, we're making tacos.
Oh, tacos. We're making tacos. Get this thing all propped up. Oh, gotta go get the oh, there's a propane. Put that up. So this is meat that we brought back from Mexico. We went to Mexico earlier this year in April, and we went there by car. We drove there, so we were able to bring back in a cooler all this meat. Kaiser's all about it, and this is already pre-seasoned, which is awesome. Come on, Kaiser, we gotta cook it first, right? Let's just bring this up here. So this Weberq, it's propane, and got this on a really good deal. The flaps fold over and they're like a little side table. Got it on the lowest setting just so I don't burn the meat, and making the propane last as long as I can. So we're right at about 350 there. So it's like thin cut steak. Very common in Mexico to get your steak thin cut. And for grilling out, I think it's like the best style. It gets real crispy. Oh, it's a big piece. All right. Gonna clean my hands here. See how we're doing. Ooh, looking good. That's the last of it. Got the rest over here. We got some sweet peppers. Grilling them up. Some tortillas. Looking pretty good. We're gonna be eating good tonight. All right, dinner's ready. Got a couple tacos here with Mexican carne asada, some sweet peppers. I'm gonna top this guy off. We forgot the lemons or the limes back at home. That's okay. The boys are whining because they can smell it. We just gave some steak to Tito and he ate his medicine. We tucked the pill right in the meat. For the first couple bites. All right, we're gonna dig in. Yeah, too bad we forgot the limes, but well, limes or lemons, I don't know.
Limes.
Limes. In Spanish it's limon, so I always call it lemon, but same difference. Mm. All right, I'm gonna take the canoe out. A little solo outing in the evening. I was trying to catch the sun setting, but I'm starting to think I already went down. It's not as windy, so that's good. I heard the loons calling. Hopefully I can get that up in the, pick some of that noise up in the video. Had to bust out the bedrocks. Since it's just me, I'm not gonna ride in the back. I'll make it too back heavy. You'll see, I'm gonna try out the middle. I've never actually rode in the middle on this specific canoe. So we'll try it out. Take that out. There. All right. Feels like it sits pretty well when I'm in the middle. I was in the back earlier and the front tip of the canoe was just up in the air. And it was really hard to control and steer. But since I'm right in the middle, the weight's evenly distributed, so that helps. I'll radio you when I'm on the island. Also, by the way, the sun already set it, so I was too late. So calm out. I think I'm the only one out here. I mean, I am on the campground, so there are other people out here in the area, but not seeing anybody on the water. Turn the camera back on when I'm closer to the island. Won't bore you guys just canoeing here. All right, we're pretty much here at the island that I wanted to check out. I don't know how much time I got for light. First I got to find a spot where I'll be able to boat in, basically. And you can see here it's still pretty deep right around this side of the island. Oh, there we go. I can see the bottom now. Don't really want to go for a swim. There's a little patch of green grass right here. Let's see. Whoa, quite a bit of flies. Yeah, I think this patch will work. Let me see. Let me see how shallow this area looks. Yeah, this will work perfect. I can dump right in there. Perfect. It is pretty deep there in that area, but on this right side to me it's pretty shallow, so I'll be able to at least get her up in there. All right. There's always the tricky part when you got one leg in the boat, one leg on land. All right. Just gonna put her up here for now so it doesn't swim away. All right. Whew. Let's see if I can fly the drone. Let's go pop the beer and check this spot out. Pretty cool. Oh, it looks like people have been there and they do a little bonfire here. It's pretty neat. Be a good spot for it. Oh, look at the base of that tree. That's one dead tree. That's a widowmaker right there. Good thing it ain't too windy right now. So I'm waiting to fly my drone, but something with the calibration happened to it, so I have to recalibrate this damn thing. It's taking quite a bit of time, and I don't have a whole lot of light. This drone particularly doesn't like to fly in low light settings, so we'll see how long it takes. I see fish jumping all around. A perfect time to go fishing. I'll take a quick picture here. Oh, I just saw a fish jump. Do I take a photo or do I try to catch a fish? I see fish keep jumping over here in this area, and the lake is just like glass. So pretty. Alright, let's see if we can hook something on here. There's a lot of nads here. I didn't bring any of my fishing stuff right now in the canoe because I was going to focus on photography and trying to catch the sunset, and I was going to do some drone flying, but I needed to get calibrated for some reason. The calibration got off and it was just taking too long, and then by the time I threw it up in the air, it was doing some funky stuff. I just saw it. A fish just jumped there. I don't even know what's biting. If it's like bass or what. Fish are definitely out right now. They're jumping all over me. Damn, I should have brought my fly fishing rod. Oh, another one. What the hell is this? Man, I brought the wrong lure. And the weather tonight is just perfect. That was a loon. I love loons. Let's see if I can snag this guy. Not snag him, but, hook onto him. He jumped right in front of me.
Well, that's a wrap for this video. Stay tuned for the next episode where we're going to go explore Magnetic Rock. It's a hiking trail that leads to a big boulder-looking rock, and I guess it's magnetic. Well, thanks for tuning in to this episode. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and thanks again for tuning in. See you next time.